can you build a little bit more about like the diversity, like when you was building the curriculum, right? And you saying how you had like a diverse, and like more may see things one way, and different, because in Pan Africanism, like it's like everybody that's African, right? But there's so many different cultures. How did you navigate that?
Pan Africanism, it seems like it's getting becoming like a novelty. Mm-hmm. And when I gained the knowledge of myself and truly knew and understood like how I wanted to live and show up as a woman, in the wilderness of North America, and all the things that I knew that I was getting ready to be faced with doing the work that I knew I had to do. I knew that I wanted to be clear about terms that I use and be able to make sense of those terms. And that whole Pan-Africanism, when I first got knowledge of self, was a very deep, serious term that related to nationalism for me. Nationalism meaning, more of it being like a ethical, racial nation of original people that are of African descent, and us nation building on a collective level with the main goal being self-determination. And that's really how I saw that, one flag for that particular concept, that Pan-African flag created by the Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey, and that meant something to me. I honor that flag just like I honor our flag as a 5%er, and because I understand it. The red, the black, and the green, what that means as original people. The red, the blood, the green, the land, the black, the skin. It's very practical. So it wasn't a game for me. It wasn't a trend, and it wasn't like just some fad. That was really, what I knew I wanted to, make born, and what the teachings that I knew I was going to be able to execute and implement for my programs.
You said that this program is independent, and some of your challenges dealing with the funding of it, like from the federal and state or city level. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, so we're completely dependent on our private tuition paying parents. I have a tuition that the parents pay. We do have a sliding fee schedule for some of our parents, and every year I do an independent scholarship for one child to have free tuition for the whole year. And so that is like the most that we can do with the resources that we have, because money makes those opportunities happen. And so being independent is a challenge, because I choose not to accept funding from certain entities, private fundings, potential donors that want to be consistent with us, grants, sometimes I do answer those requests for proposals, and we do a lot of fundraising. So that is really what's kept keeping us operating. I had to step away from my director leadership duties to go and work a job to keep the school open. So now I'm no longer here on a full-time basis as of September of this school year, but I do have an assistant director in place who's doing an amazing job. I knew I needed to get more resources though, so that we can remain open. So that's what I'm doing.
So the funding, like the city funding or the federal funding, because usually that comes with something else, right?
It does, and that comes with governing. It comes with dominance, and it comes with rules and values that I'm not in alignment with. So if I decided to get consistent funding from just let's say a municipal level, just the city of New York, and that means that now I have a relationship with the Department of Mental Health and Hygiene, and I have a relationship with the Department of Education, and I don't need that because I can govern myself. Our teachers are already trained. They're trained for so I do use their tools for training. However, we govern ourselves accordingly. Our teachers have 5 hours of foundational health and safety that they have to get a certificate for. They have to do a 2-hour mandated reporter. They have to do their first aid and CPR. We have quarterly professional developments. We have community meetings with our parents. We have team meetings just for staff on every other Monday. So we're consistently in communication on, you know, how we can keep the school open, how we can continue with the fundraising endeavors every month. We do every month fundraising on our last quarter. So right now it's like heavy fundraising. We've been having a fundraiser every month. But that helps to take us into summer months because I don't have as many children in the summer. So I know that I have to do that, be very busy at the end of the year, school year, just to help out with summer. So now we know how to maneuver. We've been in existence for 10 years. The 15th of May was our 10th year anniversary as a nonprofit organization. So we're just, you know, we're still building.
That's peace.
If Mega did this.